Well, good morning from the Nico pub. We're here in Gippsland, of course, and it's beautiful. It's freezing, but the fog's rolled in a bit. But it's going to be such a fantastic day. Let's go out and hit the water. First stop is coffee. Oh, got my coffee. It's freezing. Check out the fog. What an absolutely stonker of a morning. It's so calm, it's just beautiful. Gentle breeze every now and then, which is lovely. So we're just going to work along this edge. I've got a hard body on, Fat 37, the Hurricane, and I'm just giving it a slow roll along the bottom, working back from the edge, back to the boat, just nice and slowly. See if that can get me something. The water's really quite cold. I'm hoping that once it warms up a little bit, it might just actually turn those fish on. It was a foggy morning, but that's all just lifted now. Sun's shining. Oh, got a snag. Come off. It's alright, worth just checking the lure to make sure that it's going to swim properly, and just casting to that edge and just give a little bit of a tug to get that lure straight down, and then slow roll. I can feel it hitting the bottom, going over the various little bits of rock and stuff on the bottom. And it looks like a fish that's feeding it as it's digging in, and the fish hopefully will hear that and see it. We're not in much water here. I'm in about just under 3 feet, so I can feel that lure hitting the bottom. If you go a bit deeper, you might have to put a bigger bib to lure on to help you get right down, because you want to be down along the bottom where it's hitting. Looks like one of those feeding fish. Brim like that. They can see it and they can feel it in all their senses and stuff. That breeze has just picked up. I won't call it wind, it's breeze. It's just picked up, which is really good. When you're fishing in glassed out conditions, they can sometimes be it can be tough fishing. When you've got a bit of breeze, it gives you a bit of cover so the fish can't see you as well. That's my theory. I'm going with it. So now I'm going to catch a fish. The lure I'm running at the moment it's called a Fat 37. It's a Hurricane lure. Now it's got stripes on it, which I love, but the water is a little bit discoloured. It's not heavily discoloured, just slightly. So I've chosen the colour. It's UV prawn, so it's UV and it's got some stripes. It looks really good in the water. A good tip is to, if you're not quite sure what colour to run, pick a colour, run it through the water next to the boat or the bank and have a look at the colour it changes to, because they can change, especially with the UV. So always, you know, run your lure just next to the boat, have a look, see what it looks like in the water. If you can't see it next to the boat, then it's probably not the right colour. You might have to go for more of a silhouette if you've got really dirty water, like a black, something like that. But the sun's out, it's picking up that light with the UV in the discoloured water. and with the stripes as well, the fish see that contrast. Just stopped to have my lure beside the boat, and I was talking, as I do, and the fish came and took it. Yay! Oh, it's not a big fish, but he's well, he's not bad, but he's got lots of energy, this one. So, oh, he's going under the boat, so I'm just letting him run, and as he lunges, I'm just letting that rod go with him. You've got plenty of time, you just need to take your time, especially when the boat and they're going under. I'll lead him back out, come on. Oh, he wants to be under the boat. Come on. There we go. Better, a bit more comfortable. Oh, he's not a bad fish actually. Got time just to let him wear himself out a little bit, wait till he gets to the top. He's got a little bit more in him just yet. Lead him around, get that head up. Take your time with the net, you don't... Oh yes! Hey! Yay! That was on that UV prawn colour. Oh, great. That was good fun. I'll get the hook out and give you a look. Alright, this weekend we're doing a comp with the Nicholson Angling Club. One of the really good things about the club is that it's all catch and release during the comps. So we have an app that we take a photo and we send the measurements of the fish in via the app, and then we let it go. So I've got to take a photo. Alright. And that one is 36 to the fork. So and 39 to the tip. Alright. Let me give you a look. So I'll just send that photo in when I'm done. Nice fish. Oh, I'm happy with that. It's got a bit of a goopy eye on this side. Don't know what's going on there. Anyway, he's healthy enough. We'll let him go. Off he goes. That was great. I'm going to have another go at that. Same lure, same technique, because hopefully I'm on a roll. I feel like I've got the snag. Just trying to flick it off. That's got it. What I was doing then was just flicking. I've actually done a video on how to get your lure off, so have a look. I'll put a link in the description so you can have a look at that one. But also now just checking that there's no weed or anything on my hooks. Ready to go. Been out here for a couple of hours now on the water. It's warmed up nicely, but also the water temperature has warmed up as well, and I'm starting to catch fish now. So it's just yeah, as that water temperature is coming up, it is nearly winter, and that temperature drops overnight, and so they take a little time to start to warm up and go on the chew. I'm watching the sounder constantly, and I'm seeing lots of fish, so we know that they're here. It's just a matter of when they're going to start to want to feed. So got that one now. Oh, should be right. We should be on like Donkey Kong soon. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Just cast my lure out and it's not vibrating. Just wind it back in. Yeah, that's why, because it's all caught up on the hooks. That was my fault. Sometimes when you cast, if you're not if you're talking and not concentrating, then you can foul it up. When you're casting with hard bodies too, you've got to be careful with a breeze or a wind. Be careful not to, if you're casting into the wind, you can foul your hooks up quite easily. I've actually got the breeze coming from behind me at the moment, so that wasn't a factor then, but it's certainly something to remember when you're out in the wind. Try and cast with it, because that also gives you a longer cast. So when you can get the lure away from the boat and the noise, you can be a little bit more successful sometimes too.
Always my betrayal, and my heart's left on a play, causing me all of this pain, and my mind's left in chains, Oh girl, why you gotta do this to me? You never let my heart free, emotions murder first degree, now I see your heart's ugly, oh, your heart's ugly.
We're just cruising along and we've sounded up some fish. There's fish absolutely everywhere on the sounder. They're looking at the temperature's gone up here. It's just over 14 degrees. I can see birds diving for fish and feeding. So we've just stopped and we're just going to have a fish around because the sounder is just absolutely covered in them. I've got to get another one. Also, well, I've seen all these fish and I'm getting excited, but I've just said to myself in my head, slow your lure down. Slow down a bit. And you get excited and you start to speed up. Just slow the lure down. When the water's cold, you just got to slow it down. All right, so I'm just changing it up a little bit. I've gone to a slam. Now, this is a slightly narrower profile, but it's longer and it's got a really big bib, so it really digs in. Thought I'd change it up, see if that works. Actually, the real reason I'm using it is because my other lure, I lost it and I don't have another one. So the lesson learned here is never have just one lure in a colour. You need multiples. Naughty, I guess there's another order coming through again. Oh well, let's hope it works anyway. Fishing out in just slightly deeper water now. I'm just because this lure dives deeper, I'm going to just cast out into the deeper water and just cover a bit of that ground. I've seen fish on the sounder out there as well, so it's worth having a go. He's got a bit of curry about in this one. He's having a little. Oh. It's only little, but it's a fish. Yay! He's not a big fish. It's been a bit tough, but you take what you can get. He's cute though. Let's try and get a bigger one. You go and get your mum. You got to check this out for a fish. Oh, hang on, I need two hands. Blair's just caught this 1.6 kilo brim, 46 centimeters. What an absolute chunk of a brim. That's what Gippsland has to offer. Let's put it back. Oh, he's heavy. Well, I've had a fantastic day on the water today. I've caught some great fish, but to finish it off, Blair caught a nice 46 centimeter fish and it went 1.6 kilos. Absolutely amazing. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll catch you next time on the water.